What's up my mates of YouTube, my name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a couple of different fragrances, my fragrance of the day, and one that I wore the other day that I received an extreme amount of compliments on. So starting things off with my fragrance of the day, it is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. This is one of the best, most decadent fragrances I've ever worn. The thing with Tom Ford is that you get quality. You pay a premium, but you get quality. And here we go. It's sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. It doesn't smell juvenile. It's sophisticated and very, very leathery. It's animalic, classy, and it's unisex as well. So it doesn't matter if you're a he, a her, a they, or a them. You can wear ombre leather and smell like a sex god, something like that. I recommend it, even though, you know, you can be paying upwards of $250 Australian for a bottle. At that price, and in that sort of price range, the thing is, you're gonna know whether or not you wanna wear a $250 fragrance. Some of you are gonna go, absolutely, give it to me, and then others on the channel are gonna look at that and go, that's way too much. Why would anybody spend that sort of money on a fragrance? And you know, both points are completely valid. My focus on this channel will always be on the cheaper side, purely because I feel like those people, you know, people that don't want to spend a lot of money on fragrances, they're the ones that need to be shown what's actually good to buy. Whereas people that are spending hundreds and thousands on, you know, fragrances, I feel like they will just buy anything, and if they don't like it, they'll just toss it. Whereas $10 for somebody else, it's gonna matter to them, and they want to smell good for that money. And you know, I think that's perfectly valid, and I'm here to sort of help people in that position. That's what I like doing best. So fragrances like Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, I'm not going to feature on the channel too much, purely because it's just like, yeah, it smells fantastic, but you can smell just as good for, you know, less than $100. So there we go. Anyway, the fragrance that I was wearing that I received just compliment after compliment for, like more so than anything else I can remember in recent memory, is Paco Rabanne's Pure Excess. This fragrance is sweet, and I do think it's a more juvenile sweetness in comparison to, you know, something like Ombre Leather. It's a juvenile sweetness, but it isn't like sickly sweet. It's on the borderline of it, but it doesn't quite cross into that territory. Pure Excess Night is also great, so maybe check that one out if you haven't. But Pure Excess, just the original here, it smells fantastic. It reminds me a little bit of vanilla and Coke. It's a little boozy. People sometimes say rum, people sometimes say vodka. It's just sort of like a boozy accord, really. But it's sort of like, this is the sort of fragrance that you can imagine somebody wearing if they're like going out for a night on the town and they want to put on something that they're just gonna want compliments for. Pure Excess is your fragrance if that's sort of what you want. And I'm just a fan of like the cigarette lighter bottle design in general. Although they're a bit cumbersome, you know, it's hard to sort of, you know, I'll show you. You flip up the top and it's hard to sort of get your finger on the atomizer. Anyways, I'll waste a spray for you just because it's only Paco Rabanne. Atomizer is solid. Fragrance itself is aromatic, it's sweet, it's boozy. Definitely more suited to a night out and the nighttime in general. However, I wore this one both day and night the other day, and I felt it was quite appropriate because it wasn't too hot outside. This is going to be one of those fragrances that if you overspray, it is going to suffocate people. It is dense. Not quite on the level of Invictus or Invictus Aqua, but just be careful because, you know, once you start approaching Invictus levels of density, you're going to want to go easy on the sprays. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to attention. Performance is also fantastic. 8 hours plus on my skin. It might last a little longer or a little less depending on your own skin chemistry. And I believe I got this at Chemist Warehouse on special for $65. but I do often see it more than that, so just be careful. It's fantastic, it's worth the money, it's long lasting, and it's got an awesome felt bottle. And if I'm being completely honest, I would be recommending this over Black XS at the moment, just because the original Black XS smells so much better than the reformulation. So if you haven't tried Pure XS, definitely try it. If you've ever worn it before, let me know in the comments below, as I'm always interested to hear what you guys think. My name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys around.